All right, folks, it's Lindsay Huddleston back in the building. Sports Psychology Solutions at the 16th Annual Moneyball Pro-Am. Got a chance to sit down with a great voice, a great leader in the community, and a great friend, Mr. Julian Darden. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, man?
Also teammate, I should say, too.
Yeah.
For the Flint 35 and up league, as Mike Edwards throws it down. So you didn't have to put on any icy hot this weekend because we got a forfeit, huh?
Oh, we still played, though. We
still played, okay.
They put a team.
Put
a team together.
So you got to work out anyway.
Yeah, we got to work out.
Okay, good. So it was a scrimmage.
Yeah, it was a scrimmage.
We're talking about a league that we playing. We've been fortunate, and I thank Julian for being the GM and team owner for bringing me into the 35 and up league in Flint. And
40 and up.
40 and up. 40 and up. My bad. What did I get 35? Y'all sold me on 35. All right, 40 and up. 40 and up league in Flint. But I don't know. It's a nice league, but sometimes when we get there, I do have to think about what's going on in that community, and you see the love that these guys have. I don't know. They've seemed very accepting and competitive. What has it been like playing in that Flint league?
It's been awesome, man. The people up there are fun. Not very often you go someplace where people actually show up to watch some men's league game.
That's right.
You know, you got guys that I've been playing in there for a year and a half now, and you got guys that are there every Sunday, and they don't play. They just come and watch. And
right.
They talk a little junk on the sideline.
Yeah.
You know,
talking back too. That's good. No, we had a good game, man. I think I'm out, man. I'm announced to the world my second retirement. That bursitis has got a hold of my knee, man. That's giving me time. Our teammate Marvin, like the joke say, I got bronchitis on the knee. But anyway, man, we're out here at Moneyball. You've always been a staple in the community as a business owner, the illustrious 621 that gave us so many memories, and also as a coach and an athlete yourself. What is it like to come out to a Moneyball game and see this talent out here, Julian?
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome. You know, it reminds me of back in the 90s, the original Aim High guy, Steve Ernst, had a program.
Okay.
And there was a lot of great players that played in that. And it's the same concept, man.
Right.
Just same concept, just not on a big a scale. So.
And you talk about the program, you know, being professionals and amateurs. There's one person in particular. He's not out here right now, but we see some of the Michigan State guys. Gabe Brown with the and one. You know, I want to go on a campaign for somebody. I wanted to get your feedback. Cassius Winston, is Cassius Winston a breath of fresh air to college basketball? And let me tell you how I pose this question. I pose this based on he's not super athletic. You look at him, you'll think he can do your taxes better than he can play basketball, right? This is all due respect to Cassius, his dad, you know, Reggie and whatnot. But when you talk about all the things that college ball has gone through in the last year or two with the AAU scandals and all that, and then you have this guy not making the connection to Michigan State basketball, because people say, well, Michigan State had a little cloud too, but just him as a ball player and the impact he's having, you know, do you agree that he can be considered a fresh air for college basketball?
Definitely. I think what I view him is he's kind of an old school game, but he's got the intangibles. Everybody always talks about who can jump, shoot, run the fastest, all that.
Right.
But he's got this intangible. You know, he knows how to win.
Right.
I kind of compare him to Mateen Cleaves a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, Mateen he was a shorter guard.
Right.
Decent athlete,
right?
You know, but he got it done.
Sure,
he found a way to win, and that's all Cassius has done is found a way to win.
And clearly, he's a leader where the players respect him, they look up to him, they respond very well to him.
I think leadership is underrated when people start talking about these kids going from college level to the next level. I think no one talks about leadership and can they win,
right?
You know, just because you run a little faster and do some things physically a little bit better, but do you have it between your ears to actually figure out to know how to win?
Do you think some players come ready-made for that, or is that the use of coaching, mentoring, and all these other things go into it?
Some of it's just natural. Okay. You either got it or you don't.
Sure.
You know,
that je ne sais quoi they talk about. right. And Cassius seems to be one of those players. Well, the reason I put that out there, because I've been spending time with the program. You know, you see Cassius out here. He's such a great ambassador for not only Michigan State basketball, but he's the hardest person to get to because everyone's going up to for an interview. I just think it's just refreshing, and we almost got to focus on that because it's so easy to get caught up. Some say we might have this Zion fatigue. We had a freak of nature, with all due respect to Zion Williamson, playing ball, and it's almost like, do people come to expect that to be the case all the time, and then look at someone like Cassius as an afterthought?
I think people think that all the time. Those types of players, I think everybody thinks everyone needs to be that way.
Right.
But basketball is a team game. It's a role player. Everybody can't be a
Gabe just threw down a big dunk right there.
Everybody can't be a star.
Right.
You know, and I keep telling everybody, I think he's going to be a good pro.
Sure.
I bet you he'll be a journeyman someplace. Solid player.
Get a lot of checks.
Yep.
And then be able to do well with it. Well, interesting enough, I think, he started on his master's already.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Sports management. So you can see him being someone who could navigate the league. He also was, he had an opportunity to go to school at Stanford too.
I heard Harvard too.
Harvard, Stanford, they're all out there. So I just think he's someone who's going to be able to transcend. And he's not 6'10", and he doesn't jump out the gym. So we're out here. We got 2 more weeks of Moneyball left. I know you always make it a point to get by. You're a big supporter of Dez and everything that's going on. What can you say about the rest of this summer, and what are you looking forward to?
Playing more golf.
Yeah, and speaking of that, right on time, we got the Moneyball golf Friday coming out. You better get over there, you think?
I'm going to be in Philadelphia.
You'll be in Philly. I know you.
Ron called me today, and I had it on my calendar, but I forgot I was going to Philadelphia. So
no, that's good. I'll get out there, and the balls I lose, I'll say those are your balls. How about that? Good. Well, Julian, it's always good to have you to be able to get a perspective. And just as we wrap up, what would you say the state of sports are right now, amateur level going into pro? I mean, where do you see things at right now?
Wow. I'd say, I think there's a false sense of where you think you should be, especially in the amateur sports. There's so much specialization. And, I got my kid, playing 100 AAU games, but if that doesn't equate to a scholarship,
Division I level scholarship,
a Division I scholarship, was it worth it?
Right.
I got all these parents I talk to, and they say, we're going here this weekend, we're spending all this money, and then nothing transpires at the end. I mean, is it, are you as a parent, do you feel like you not did what you're supposed to do? Did the kid not supposed to do? It is what it is.
Right.
And I just think a lot of people have some very high expectations of, if I do X, Y is going to happen.
It should happen.
Nowadays, if you're not a physical specimen,
being 6'8" help a whole lot as Forrest Boyer Jr. puts up a shot. I think there are other people who are kind of playing on that, saying, hey, if you do these things, I want to help your son or daughter get here.
Well, it's a business. It's over the last 20, 25 years, amateur sports is a huge business.
It is.
You got all these sports complexes on football, soccer, hockey, all over the country.
And then the training that comes. Even myself as a sports psychology consultant, you get more people who want to get that. So you think that people have this expectation that if you make the investment, you're supposed to get a return on that investment that's equivalent to what you invested in it?
That's what I think a lot of people think.
Gabe Brown is getting down out here. They're throwing it up. They're catching all of them. Whatnot. Well, we got some good stuff happening here, Julian. I always appreciate your perspective and checking in. Moneyball, 16th annual Moneyball. You've seen Moneyball go through its infancy to be here now, huh?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I remember when might be 100 people in the gym. I mean, there's probably 1,500 people here.
And it's been like this consistently
the last couple years,
and especially this summer. So with that, we're going to try to catch some more of this game. I want to thank you for sitting down with me. Thank you for signing me on waivers, man. Let me get on the squad, get a little run in, and be able to get a little bit. I think the last game we played, we won, so it felt good to kind of go off on that note, too.
We got a 2-game win streak.
You better watch out. It's good. I might come back late. If we make the playoffs, I come back, with a special assignment. So with that, anything you want to say before we sign off?
Oh, no, man. Just love the things that you're doing, and keep doing them, and, much success.
My guy, Julian Darden in the building. I appreciate you. Okay? See you soon.